So maybe now we'll continue Q&A. So this early afternoon we did something, question and answer. So then when we finish, then we'll do long version of Rinpoche's long life prayer. We'll chant together. Yeah. Question and answer. So then I think one person asked, like last night Rinpoche talked about conventional guru or ultimate guru. So I think like in the Sutra Yana, I think there's like internal guru or external guru. There's one particular text called Jolam. So in that text, you can see the internal guru and external guru. So this, I think Rinpoche, one day Rinpoche made last night, I think it's like in base of Vajrayana traditions. Vajrayana traditions. Conventional guru could be mistake. So if there's mistake, then it goes to me. Yeah. Conventional guru is like, my understanding is like appearances. Appearances of, when you visualize, when you're doing exercising Guru Yoga, you're visualizing, Guru, and any form of, Didi Yoga, you visualize the appearances, it's like conventional Guru. So then they don't need to be the very unique internal qualities, the way they translate, like unification of wisdom and they don't need to be
the exalted wisdom of non-dual bliss and emptiness.
That's like unique in the Vajrayana path. It doesn't happen in the Sudana path. It's only happen in the Vajrayana path. So that could be the ultimate guru. Yeah. So, any more questions based on Rinpoche's talk? If not, then I'm probably thinking to maybe talk a little bit about four seal. Four seal that Rinpoche explained, like Chuji Domshi. The Rinpoche way the Rinpoche translates seal. Chuji Domshi. Chuji Domshi. In my opinion, in my view, I think the best thing to do is like to Q&A. So then you ask, then I say something, you say something, then I say something, then you say something. Yeah. The first one is impermanent. So, did anybody understood when Rinpoche explains about this four seal of Dharma? I think 2 days ago. Any questions? Four seal of Dharma?
Maybe it was in
Raleigh? I think first day. No? Yeah, maybe I'm hallucinated. Oh.
But still good. Still good. Please explain.
Four seals of Dharma. The first day, I think, here Rinpoche didn't say. Second day. I'm not sure how I got confused.
Maybe we should talk about impermanence and sufferings. I'm not sure.
So now, then, if Rinpoche didn't talk about four seals of Dharma, so then what we should do? What I should do?
Geshe Gelek.
What I should do?
Geshe Gelek, could you quickly mention the four seals? Just.
Otherwise, Rinpoche talked this morning about the four, the Tsanditata. That would.
Oh, yeah. Tsanditata. So you say something,
I just remember him talking about the force fields, compounded phenomena, contaminated phenomena, or entities that
He talked about that, really.
through the being. So
so
what I-
maybe we'll talk about, as Venerable Steve suggests, so this morning we're going to talk about Tsangden Tadashi, Tsangdashi, talking about 32 impurity of the body. This morning or last night? Yeah, I'm completely hallucinated, really.
Geshe, I've got a question. Yesterday, Rinpoche mentioned that when meditating on emptiness, you have to meditate like a scientist, and instead of trying to believe something, I didn't understand very well how the scientist thinks about emptiness. I mean, he mentioned like two ways. One way is like it's not trying to believe something when meditating on emptiness. You have to, what I understood, if you have to look as a scientist. I don't know, could you please explain me?
I think Rinpoche means like scientific point of view, like scientific point of view means analyze. Analyze, not just believe, analyze. And Rinpoche, I think, saying that the very meditation on emptiness is like really practical. It's like, more like scientific approach. Analyze, rather than just believing in something, something that Lama Tsongkhapa said, then you just believe it, not analyzing. So emptiness, I think meditation on emptiness require a lot of meditations. Easy to, very difficult to understand, but relatively, easy to, I think, generate the realization compared to bodhicitta and compassions. Bodhicitta compassion easy to understand, but very, very difficult to develop. Emptiness, very difficult to understand, but if we put a lot of effort, it's like Rinpoche, like 24/7, 24/7, so could see. So then there are, like many logics, what we call logic. So Lama Tsongkhapa explains, like in Tsashi Tikche, Gongpa Rapsa, mainly Tsashi Tikche is the commentary of the Umasawa Sherab. So in there's many, I think, logics been explained. So I think really need to study, read and study, and like then more analysis necessary. So then Tsangden Tadashi, this morning we talk about, that is like Dunga Dembe Cheju, Dunga Dembe. So each four noble should be explained through like conjoined with the 16 points, 16 points. Deshi mitas chudu, she mitas chudu, Tsawa, Mizawa la Tsawa, Tsang Dunga la Dewa, Mitapa la Tapa, Tsang de Tada, Dameba Tatu Tawa. So basically, there's no like probably 84,000 different way that we there are 84,000 different ways to come to samsara. That's why Buddha taught 84,000 scriptures, to way to get out. So Tsangden Tadashi now has mainly first one, Tsangwa, I think Rinpoche give quite detailed explanations. So it refers to the form aggregate that we have. So I don't think I need to go detail. I think Rinpoche give quite detailed explanations. Tsangwa. So Dungala Deva. So now seeing suffering as we say not the first one, first suffering of pain, not that one, and suffering of change. Seeing that as like something happiness, there's like mistaken consciousness, not good, not to have. Dungala Deva. So then I've been thinking while I was teaching there. So Dunga Deva. So if you have any question, then you just ask, okay? If you raise your hand, if there's any questions. Dungala Deva. So when you talk about, in Buddhism, when you talk about suffering, there's the first noble truth. There's three types of sufferings. Suffering, there's a pain, suffering of change. Human, animals, probably equally knows. So now last one is like Chaba Dujik Dunga, pervasive compound suffering. So that one is very, very difficult to understand. So in order to understand that, so we need to understand so then in order to understand that, we need to understand this four seal of Dharma, particularly the second one. Everything change. Like Kijingma is not just change, it's like momentary change. So flower change, it doesn't happen right away, but it happens. The minute it was born, it happens. It doesn't has a disintegration of that flower. Means it's just very cause, very cause of the flowers contribute to momentary change. It's not like you wait and something else will happen, then you change. It's not like that. It just minute it happen, it just then it disintegrates. It's not like we were born, then to the old age, it takes time. Then you go to child, then you young teenager. It's like it's not like that. It's just very close that like has disintegrates. Am I making any sense? Really? So now change because of cause and conditions, then it change. Certain things, this, like it's not there's like house fall down, mice fall down here, house fall down. So there's like like condition to stay is kind of deteriorated. So then some other factors. It's not like that. It's disintegrate moment by moment. So then other teaching about impermanent. So probably most of you are aware that Pomonga Rinpoche taught this very wonderful text called Samden Dambe Nyingi Turma, Mida Tengu Nyingi Turma. Mida Tengu, Midakba is impermanent. Tengu means like reminds you. Nyingi Turma means heart spoon. Probably you heard. So this is beautiful, very beautiful done, written. And Pomonga Rinpoche taught that. If you memorize that, and time to time, if you say, and the reason that we get lazy because we don't have realizations about impermanent. So one of the Kadama masters said, he never taught any teachings without thinking about death and impermanent. He always think about death and impermanent. So there's no reason why we get lazy. So that's what Lamdim said. The reason we get lazy because we all know, one day, we'll be gone, but when? We don't know. The time of death is uncertainty. namjing yeme. So then so then all the I think all the pleasure that we experience in samsara is considered sakje. Sakje, then that like how to define sakje, and that's all quite complicated. Different school has different views. Basically, here everything that's contributed by afflicted mind. Combine the karma, that's called sakje, contaminated sakje. All of them, whether like eating cheesecake, eating kale. So I'm not sure how many people get pleasure of eating kale. So if there's anything that any pleasure eating kale, so that's also like sakje contaminated. So this all sakje tamje dungawa. This is called dungal doesn't mean dungal doesn't mean pain. Doesn't mean pain. I think dungal means is simply caused by afflicted mind, because ignorance. So then ignorance, then karma. So then every all this twirling follows. No ignorance, no karma, no aging, no death, no birth, nothing. All this is. So because of that. So then slowly, then you understand. Oh, the afflicted mind and the karma. These are the main things who's causing all the suffering. So then you are about to test what is nirvana. What is nirvana? Then slowly, that is nirvana. Then, yeah, it's kind of boring for me to talk. Yeah. So this morning, I think we did good job. So a lot of work. So this morning, there's no enough time. We have to stop because people are raising hands. So now, no questions. I'm not sure what happens all of a sudden. What time is now? 5 o'clock. Time to stop? Oh no. Yeah. This is not teaching. This is just explanations. This is not teaching. As I mentioned this morning, we are all students of Rinpoche. I'm here. If I can explain something, I'm here to explain. This is more like discussion, learning. No, it's not. This is not teaching. No, teaching needs to qualify. No, it's not teaching. It's explanations. Yeah.
Geshe?
Yeah.
We can see gross impermanence very easily all around us. Can you talk a little bit about how we see subtle impermanence?
Subtle impermanence?
Impermanence. Subtle impermanence, how do we see it? Or can we only know it by inference?
When Steve, you should say something. Subtle impermanence. Then I will think about it. You say something. First you say. Yeah. Yeah, so then I will think about it while you're talking.
I think you need to use reasoning. You're not going to be able to see it with your eyes just like that. There isn't a special technique for being able to see it like you can see gross impermanence. You have to be able to work it out logically, infer it. Like you said, use inference.
Yeah. There's amrita, there's nectar. Whenever Steve said there's nectar, amrita. Yeah. Yeah, more questions, please, more questions. Yeah. So let's go. Maybe I say,
Gisela.
Let's go. One second. No, there's a question there. 1 second, please. I think it's very good to read like text that composed by Pabonga Rinpoche, as I mentioned, or like it's called Heart Spoon. This text is very beautifully written. Then maybe like Chiwange, death is definite. The time of death is uncertainty. So these are So now we need. We all, I know, we all know intellectually, but there's no realizations. So that is something that we need to think in daily basis. On daily basis, it's problem for you, problem for me, it's problem for everybody. It's not easy, So once you see subtle impermanent, then you are going to become 24 hours, 7 days a week, your Dharma practice. So then a couple of the quotation from Paponga Rinpoche, as a Lo Dawa Dilla Dinangis, Lo Dawa, I'm going to do, this year I'm going to do this and this and this and this. This month I'm going to do this and this. Lo Dawa Dinangis, Le Chaje Saso Chuchine. This month I need to take care of my backyard. I want to grow flowers, things like Then Lo Dawa Dilla Dinangis, Le Chaje Saso Chuchine. These are all, mind is tricking. Mind is playing trick on you. I'm going to do this month, and next year I'm going to do this and this. Then after that I'm going to do Dharma practice. There's one quote. Tomorrow or next life, which one comes first? Clueless. So therefore, if there's some clue, then we can party. We can go to do some party. Party? Yeah, do. Yeah, we can party. But no clue. So therefore, it's better to do something for life after this rather than tomorrow. One quote. Another quote. There's many of them. Yeah, so I think that. So please read the Paponga Rinpoche book. Okay, I think you'll get great benefit. Paponga Rinpoche.
Rinpoche talk about the elements, about the eclipse, and that affect the mind, and also talk about in that time in eclipse, he said something about enemies, that enemies attack, but I don't understand. Enemy, yeah. Enemies attack. He mentioned that in eclipse.
Wendy knows probably. Eclipse. Of eclipse. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, good. Everybody around here. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So, Rinpoche was talking about the eclipse, the solar and lunar eclipse this morning in context of taking the 8 Mahayana precepts, because on solar eclipse, sun eclipse, I forget, was it whatever it was, the big number, 100 million, to take precepts on a solar eclipse, and it was like 40,000 on 700. Yeah, it was an unusual number. 700,000 for the lunar eclipse, and Rinpoche said something about the Western understanding of eclipse is totally different from the understanding that is found in the texts. And there was something about that on the solar eclipse, I know there was something about enemy. Surely someone else had some, oh, here we go. Enemies
I can't elaborate on that part, but amongst the other benefits of the precepts is the place. And if it's an impure place that you take even one vow, it's more powerful than taking the vow in a pure place. So possibly if the understanding of an eclipse is an attack, and you take a vow on that day, it's more powerful because it's even harder.
It's like attack, so like as a Tibetan, so whenever there's eclipse, you get, when you're a young child, you get very emotional, because it's not just, like earth covering and earth is blocking the sun. It's not like that. So I think Rinpoche didn't went in the details.
No,
Right.
Rinpoche didn't go into details.
Yeah.
So was the understanding that it's easy on those days for an attack to happen by an enemy? Is that what people understood?
No. I think eclipse itself is attack.
Okay.
In the here in the Western world, it's just, like, I think world is blocking sun or sun.
Well, how is it an attack?
Yeah, so that's why I think Rinpoche didn't went into details, because, it's kind of like, one way it kind of sounds like superstitious, but, like, yeah. So there's stories, so like, that's the name of the, or whatever it is called, Sanzi. We call Ninzi. Zin, it's like Zin means, somebody's kind of like, Zimba means somebody's, capturing. Somebody's capturing. And whatever that is, that has no body. It's just, then that's why it's coming out. So I think that's the reason why everybody didn't want to into details. So that's, yeah, I don't want to, also don't want to go into details, because but it may not make sense to you. So best things, there's big difference between West understanding of eclipse in Tibet. Understanding of eclipse is different. There is something grabbing, capturing. Here is something blocking. So, and in Tibet, people do a lot of practice. It's all about supporting. It's all about showing sympathy, empathy. So much happening emotionally. So much happening. And here, just people here, people just go take photos. That's pretty much it.
To help subdue, is it then to help subdue the emotionality that can come up, to help calm or quell?
Whatever is happening out there,
Uh-huh.
and this affects people's mind. So
Oh,
they
yeah,
are like
okay.
they become very emotional.
Right.
All kind of age group, they become emotional. They do all kind of prayers, So, yeah. So I think that's what is word attacks is why it's there. I think Ninzi, something like that.
I've got in my notes that Rinpoche said that when you take the 8 Mahayana precepts on those special days, protecting the inner vow is a supreme advice for us not to get outer harm.
All kind of practice people do, taking precept, reciting, like prayer and lighting, all kind of, like town to town, it's like, people do different kind of practice. Yeah. So Rinpoche said, those days, merit multiplies. So then practicing one vow is like practicing all of them in maybe pure land, practicing all of them perfectly, like equal benefit.
Rinpoche also mentioned about the nostrils being equal. So the air flowing in the nostrils is equal. In 2006 in Toronto, His Holiness, during Kala Chakra, timed an aspect of the initiation to a particular eclipse that was happening. And his explanation was that body's energies become more subtle during an eclipse. So he timed a specific part of the initiation for that occurrence of the eclipse because he felt it would be more profound.
That's not a question. It's not a question. This is not a question. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Geshe, I was hoping someone else would ask this question because my understanding is not very good. So, may not be a very good question, but I'll try. Last night, Lama Zopa, I believe, said Vajrasattva, Vajradhara, Dori Chang have the same aspects but different hands, and I didn't understand that.
So that's very interesting. When you do Sisachin Guru Yoga, so and also you do Vajrasattva, right? Vajrasattva. Certain point you visualize Vajrasattva. Certain point you visualize Vajradhara. The who is inseparable with the deity is like Lama, your root guru. Sometimes appear as a Buddha Vajrasattva, sometimes appear as a Vajradhara. Actually, it's like one consciousness appears in different form. Yeah. And so on would say the same thing. That when you get enlightened, so then you are going to be one consciousness. Medicine Buddha, all of that, appears to help the practitioners. Then Buddha appears as a medicine Buddha, blue color. Then appears as a red color. Then like orange color. Then yellow, all different. It's almost like one person wearing chef. Then comes, then appears as a chef. Then one, that the very person that is wearing something else, and looks like that. But actually they were same persons, but different appearances, same persons, like that. Yeah. Is that correct? I think yeah. So that's what Rinpoche say. Like same consciousness, different appearances, different appearances. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody remember something extra or?
Was at would understand, be able to see, and that's why it came that way. Is that right or wrong?
Yeah, we want to say something. You want to say something. So basically, the same question, same question, right? Same question, yeah. Lama, Lobsan, Tunga, Doji Chang, Jabje Lama Sobarmeden, Lama, Lobsan, Lama Songaba, Tunga, Shajamin Buddha, Doji Chang Vajradhara, Jabsum Kundi, Jabne Kundi, all in one. But for us, Tunga means Buddha, Lama Songaba is something looks like here, But when you do practice for you, and the Lama is all of them, all of them, all. So that means one consciousness manifested in so many different forms, but they are all one. That's why in the mandala, Lama, Lobsa, Tuan, Doji, China, this all Jabsum Kundi, Jamne Kundi. So I think Rinpoche said, it's like one consciousness appears, manifest in different form. Yeah. Make sense? Yeah. Huh? So this morning, somebody asked questions, so then I try to explain. So I already told I'm full of ignorance, you know. So then I asked, did I answer? Or she said, after my answer makes him more confused. So I appreciate honesty. Probably that's very true. Sometimes you make more confused. So if there's no questions, so then we'll do much longer prayer, right? So then you get extra minute to rest. We'll chant long life, Rinpoche's long life prayer, no? Venerable Steve Lee.
Page 325.
Lead the chant.
You can do one time Tibetan, one time in English. Once in Tibetan, once in English. Yeah. We can do it once in Tibetan and then once in English. It's page 325, right? Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm not asking you actually. I know it sounded like a question, but it wasn't a question. Gyoroji. Vijaya, O conquering goddess, whose lunar-like face changes without changing fates, the faintest cooling ray of whose mantra name allays the fiery pain of our life's final end. Rainmaker, adept who brings forth life's rain, here now grant your greatest of gifts. Victorious goddess, grant life without end. Hear our prayer, O Lama, whom we revere, you who bear the name of he who peerlessly holds the living essence of the pure paradigmatic doctrine of the victors, of he alone, lorament of the earth, of he a guide to sublime liberation, the sphere of peace. Precious treasure of precise and subtle reason, golden laser, light of bright, unerring wisdom, clarifying without confusion the two truths amongst the multiplicity of things. Lama, remain immutably amongst us, radiant Dharma sun, skilled in sprinkling the waters of healing, fulfilling needs, benefiting all, a laughing smile, revealing pearls of skill, humility and constancy, a deep milky sea of the liquid moon of morality. Lama, remain immutably amongst us, one supreme generation. The moon of your Mahayana mind, ringed round by the fever-cooling comfort of unsullied, unsurpassed resolve, brilliantly swirls to the bounds of space, unbounded seas of the happiness of now and bliss of always. Lama, remain immutably amongst us, the moon guiding our way. Your teachings are vast spreading rivers of celestial nectars, your dialectics an invincible cutting vajra weapon, your writing thousand-petaled lotuses unfolding their glory. Lama, remain immutably amongst us, the guardian of highest knowledge, by the might of seas of spiritual masters, deities and doctrine protectors, by the power of profound dependent arising and the unvarying emptiness of all that appears, may all the hopes of our prayers with effortlessly be spontaneously fulfilled. Page 328.
Te Thank you, thank you. All together, yeah.